Hello, I am Mun.
And I am Ray.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yes.
That's right. I told you we're going to come with more videos, be more consistent. All right, I want to thank you for actually being subscribers. And
yes,
I think we got another subscriber not too long ago. We lost 3, we got 1.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up. Thank you so much. So, without any further ado, we're going to get right into
the video.
The video.
It came across a lot of people's timeline, and I'm sure yours included. We all remember the slap heard around the world at the Oscars. Right. And Will Smith has decided to sit down in front of a camera and answer the questions, a few of the questions that have been asked of him. I don't know if this, I don't think it was, no, it wasn't impromptu because it was, everything was set up. Nonetheless, we just wanted to just take a few minutes and talk about the questions that he was asked, the points that he made up, or that he made. That was an honest mistake. The points that he made, and give our, we'll call his points the count, the point, and ours will be the counterpoints. There were 1, 2, 3 questions actually. The video wasn't long. It was about
5 minutes and 47 seconds.
Okay, and that's specific. So you want me to dive into the questions and what he answered, or you want to give more, or did I give enough?
You gave more than enough. We could just go into the questions, but after the questions and after we give our commentary on the questions and the answers, we're going to definitely have a dialogue about what we feel about Will. Yeah, that's going to be the counterpoint. Bars. All right. Chocolate bars. Go. The first question that he threw out was, and these are viewer questions. Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? And his answer was he was fogged out. It was fuzzy. He said that he reached out to Chris, but Chris wasn't ready to address the issue. And Chris Rock has said that, also. He said that it was an unacceptable behavior, and that he's here whenever Chris Rock is ready to talk. He apologized to Chris Rock's mom, and his brother Tony, whom he had a really good friendship with. I mean, they were really good friends, and feels that right now their friendship is probably irreparable. There's no going back, and Will Smith acknowledges that for himself. I don't know that either of them, Chris Rock or Tony or his mom, has said that, but these are the words that that Will Smith has said. So, what you think about that, babe? I'm going to say you're late, Will Smith. You should address that issue at the Oscars. In your acceptance speech for the Oscar, or immediately after the Oscars, your timing is way off to be considered a genuine apology. Really. It was said that after the Oscars there was a party and you were seen just dancing your ass off. That showed exactly how much you of remorse that you had for what you did to Chris Rock. Absolutely nothing. And now with this apology, yeah, you know it is irreparable. There's nowhere in the world somebody's going to say that you're genuine after you let 3 to 4 months ride. You haven't made not one appearance, you haven't said anything or anything until now, and now we're supposed to believe that it's genuine? It don't take that much to say, hey, I apologize. It really doesn't. Not that long anyway. And to assume that Chris Rock is ready to talk about it, I mean, you sound like the rapist to the victim. Well, I'm reaching out to you to apologize, and like they're supposed to be ready to accept your apology. See, the problem with this, and this is with people, period. Money, no money, fame, no fame. It's about your heart, your humanity. Really. When you apologize to someone and you really mean it, it's done right then and there. Seriously. It's not weighted. What are you thinking about? You're not thinking about the person, you're thinking about yourself. You're trying to save your face. And in my opinion, it's just way too late. That's why Tony Rock came out and said what he said at a couple of his stand-ups. He said, yeah, I got these hands for your ass. You're wrong. That's it. This was an opportunity because someone told you that your career is on the line and you need to do something. That's a long answer. I'll move on.
Well, I think that I do agree to an extent that the apology is a little bit too late. But I don't know. If he would have apologized right then, some people react irrationally, and please, I don't want to. It might sound like I'm trying to excuse his apology for being late, but I think that he was dealing and still is dealing with a hell of a lot more than the slap. And that still has nothing to do with anyone else but him.
Thank you.
But I mean,
sweetheart,
we love you, Will. That's all I can. I mean,
no,
I get what you're saying. I do.
It's like somebody, it's okay, like a drunk driver. You know what?
Yeah, you're right.
He murders 5 people.
You're right.
Then all of a sudden he said I was intoxicated. Like that's justification of what you just did. You're not sitting here thinking about the people you just mowed down.
I get what you're saying. You're right.
Come on, we're making too many excuses for Will Smith. I'm sorry. I do admire you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love your
great
career.
Yeah.
I love it. But bruh.
It is what it is. You're right.
Yeah, you wrong for this one, and you should have came out much sooner than you just did.
And he goes on to say, the last 3 months he was, I'm paraphrasing the things that his answers.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing, but the questions are verbatim. The last 3 months going over in my head, trying to make sense of it all. And he's continuing to work on himself. There's no part of him that believes that what he did was the right thing to do.
Now, pause that real quick.
Okay.
Now, had you said that during your acceptance speech, I guarantee you, Chris Rock or the world who saw the slap would be more willing to forgive you.
I get that.
If you said that when it happened.
I get that.
You saying that now, it's just like, what words do I use? What time should I do it?
You've had time to study.
Yes, you had time to go, and you probably went to your acting coach. I want to come off as genuine as possible. How can you need to get
Wait, you don't think he's genuine?
No.
Really?
Too long.
Okay,
is what's that woman's name? Supposed to be serving, getting a warrant for Emmett Till's death. You think her apology is when she's saying, I'm sorry. She had over 70 plus years to come out the mouth and formulate an apology.
Right.
So you think she's genuine?
No, she's not genuine.
Hell no. This woman lived her awful ass life. This youngin was murdered at 14 years old. Didn't receive any kind of justice. Her husband's dead and gone. And see, this is it's totally jumping off scale.
Yeah.
But check this out though. Can you imagine the hurt of the Emmett Till's family or anyone who's ever been done so wrong that now you want to apologize? Now? I'm supposed to believe that you're genuine now? Move on.
The second question that was asked was, after Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? His answer was no. He acted out of his own free will. He was apologized to his wife, his children, and family for the heat that was brought on them. He apologizes to his fellow nominees for stealing and tarnishing the moment, and remembering the look in Questlove's eyes, at that moment, and feeling, that him saying "I'm sorry" wasn't sufficient. So he says that Jada was not the culprit of, or the reason, her eye roll was not.
Okay.
My husband has a really great explanation for that.
Okay. First name, what's the woman's name?
Scheherazade.
Scheherazade.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote a book, How to Train a Black Woman.
Mm-hmm.
She got a lot of flack from that.
Yeah.
This book came out in the late 80s. And I'm paraphrasing the book. It says that sometimes you would have to slap a black woman to keep her in line. Now, she caught much heat, much flack for this book, but she made a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
She said in the book that when we as women overdress, over-sexualize ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
provocative dress or whatever, we're putting our black man's life in danger. And women are like, oh no, why? Oh
How
my
so,
God,
babe?
how so? Because let someone say something in that moment disrespectful to his woman,
Or do something.
or do something disrespectful to his woman. His manhood is going to call him to act out, to do what he has to do to protect his woman, and to get his woman's respect back, her honor back.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly the same type of situation that happened at the Oscars. When she rolled her eyes, she felt a spark of disrespect.
Uncomfortable,
Uncomfortable
attacked.
attack upon her character or whomever. And it was that moment Will Smith's manhood was questioned. What are you going to do?
And it was questioned on in front of the world.
Yeah. Now watch this. Had he sat there and not said nothing,
He still would have been talked about.
he still would have been talked about. Oh my God, Will Smith.
All of these "I don't need a man"
Yeah,
women
yeah,
would have come
yeah,
out here mad as hell.
And see, he jumped up, and his manhood told him, handle your business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not saying it was the right thing to do, not saying it was, but that was manhood speaking.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to throw it back on Jada. Why she was in control? Because she could have said, what are you about to do? Are you stupid? You sit your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to do
She
this.
could have grabbed
Right.
his arm
She coulda
and be like,
she could have did anything, baby. It's not that serious. Do you see what I'm saying? If you really love your spouse, you're not going to let your spouse embarrass themselves, especially on a night like the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we've been waiting for.
yeah.
This is what we've been doing all this work, and I'm about to get recognized for one of the greatest artists in Hollywood society,
Mm-hmm.
an Oscar. And are you going to allow me to mess this up by jumping up, thinking I have to defend you of a comment that he made regarding G.I. Jane 2?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Should her rolling her eyes? Yes. It was that moment.
Yeah.
Yes. Get your ass up.
That was a
Yeah.
silent conversation.
Yes.
And women, you know this.
And don't sit here and try to turn it off and say that's Will Smith's feeling, blah, blah, blah. Not saying his actions are not his own. What I'm saying is his manhood was in question.
Mm-hmm.
Because had he not done something, that ride home, what? She just said, oh my God, you gonna stand up for me? Da, 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 da. Do all that shit behind closed doors. But when she came out and made a so-called public, she made a public speech about it, whatever.
Child.
This female said, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm in a place of healing. We all need to heal.
Okay.
What the fuck? Seriously? Then she came out of the mouth and said Will Smith overreacted. She played victim again.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
The third and final question that was asked was, what would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, and to the people who expressed that you let them down? His response really grabbed me by the gut, and not in a good way. He said, paraphrasing again, no, this is verbatim. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know that I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. That was his second point. The first point in answer to that question was that letting people down, this is not verbatim, letting people down was like kryptonite to him. It was something that he did not like. He doesn't like letting people down. I don't know too many people who do, a few. But for him to say that he gets gulled or he gets emotionally and physically ill, so to speak, when he doesn't live up to what people think he is, this is a persona that you've given. So if you don't live up to the persona that you've given, that's your fault, because that's the persona that you put out there.
Has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. So, counterpoint?
All I'm gonna say here at this point is that you're trying to save face. You're trying to hit on all angles because you want to get the movie roles back. There's a thing. Sometimes the damage has been done.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really too much you can do at this point. Now I don't know what you have in the future. I really hope to see you on the screen again. I was digging Bel Air, 2.10, 2.0, but it's just Will, man, and this is honestly from my heart, bro. Seriously, that was uncalled for. You disrespected this man, and to wait this long to make a public apology to this man, it shows you have no character.
Wow.
I'm sorry. No one came to Chris Rock's aid that night. Everyone came to your aid. Even Denzel Washington, who's another great of mine. I'm surprised he didn't say nothing about Chris Rock. Now, not to say he didn't, it wasn't televised, so we didn't know.
Right.
For that action you took, that's something he's going to have to deal with for the rest of his days. Mm-hmm. It's been recorded. They made memes about it. They're going to talk about this until this lifetime is over. He will be remembered not for being Chris Rock, not for his comedy. He will be remembered as the man who just got slapped by Will Smith. Mm-hmm. And you took this long to make an apology. Now, I don't know what you did after all I know is what has been televised.
Yeah.
I'm not in your inner circle, my brother. But really, it shows lack of character that you waited this long to make an apology to this brother, and for you to continue to protect that wife of yours, who everyone knows does not give a shit about you. I really believe that she's jealous of you, mm-hmm. to be honest.
Yeah. That
woman is a terror. I don't know how you stand it. I don't know how you deal with it. I guess you pretty much look the other way when she do the bullshit she do. You allowed her to embarrass you, mm-hmm. disrespect you. Your daughter does not respect you. These are things money can't buy.
Right.
These are things fame can't buy. I'd rather be a poor man, but I got my family's respect, than be a rich man and not have no one respect me at all.
Yeah.
I'm still a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
But we're true fans because we're not yes men.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit around here, and just say you right when I know you're wrong. You wrong for this one, champ.
We understand that you are human. I mean,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's one of those things that can go without being said. Yeah. However, you did mention that in this video.
You would have been more human had you stood there and apologized immediately after. You would have been a human that I could actually respect, mm-hmm. and say, you know what, hey, temporary insanity, hey, the hood came out of me, or whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
But you did just what white folks do. You played victim,
Mm-hmm.
then you danced around the answer, and you waited so long to give justice.
Yeah.
Because I'll go back to Emmett Till. Over 70 plus years, this young man only lived for 14 years. This woman lived, and she's still living to this day, with a lie that she told that caused this young man's death. And now you want to say that you're sorry? Sorry, man, you missing with that bullshit. But hey, as you deal with that.
I'm Ray. That's our time. We thank you for yours. This is yet another impromptu video, and you'll catch us on the next one, won't you? Of course you will.
That's right. Hey, keep subscribing.
Yes. Thank you so much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Please.
And keep checking us out.
Please.
We got more coming.
That's right.
I'm Ray. Bye-bye.
Ray.